Hello everyone, I am the original Geek Nerd Villain coming at you with episode 0 of the Death Before Disarmament forum. Episode 0 is my introductory episode on the Death Before Disarmament subject, which is the pro-gun, pro-Second Amendment, pro-self-defense, pro-firearms education, pro-self-defense education portion of my channel. Firearms is serious business. It just is, it always is, and it always will be. Nonetheless, in this current presidency, the Biden presidency, they have been headlining gun control via the gun violence in America. Now, I've been hearing, as well as you in America, the American citizen. Now, to all the other non-American citizens out there, just bear with me. When it comes to the gun violence in America, the anti-gunner crowd, the non-gunner crowd, and the victim of gun violence crowd has the argument that more guns equals more gun violence. That's basically the argument. That's basically what they're pushing. The more guns that get out, the more people will use them in the wrong way, the more people will get killed, and that means we need everybody's guns to be taken away because everybody's irresponsible. We can't trust people. The government can't trust civilians. Well, people just can't trust people with firearms anymore. That right there, that argument right there in itself is a dangerous argument. Being that if you're saying on the flip side that if there were no guns in society, that there would be no violence, gun violence necessarily. Now, you would think that no guns, no gun violence, basically no violence, period. But no, that's not the logic of that. That's not the logic of that. We're addressing the problem of gun violence and when addressing the problem of gun control. Yeah, gun control is a problem. Gun control is a problem. I mean, restricting people or making laws to where you owning a firearm, you being able to own a firearm is next to impossible or just very difficult to get it. That's defeating the purpose of self-defense. Getting back to the main subject of my pro-gun subject of the channel is disarmament. Disarmament is, one, the government just makes all firearms illegal. U.S. government just makes all firearms illegal. One. Two, your firearm is put on a government registry to where they know what you got. And number three, laws will be placed to where it is next to impossible to get a firearm, to own a firearm, to even use a firearm. And I will do number 4. You can have a firearm, but you can't do this, that, and the third with it, and you can only use it when the government tells you to use it. 4, 3, and 2 are just steps to 1. If the laws that we put in the law books concerning firearms, if they're not promoting firearms education, if they're not promoting firearms awareness, if they're not promoting firearms safety, they're promoting disarmament. That's what that is. Because all gun control laws are in the political sense infringing the Second Amendment. If you got to restrain me or restrict me from getting me a tool to defend myself, then what makes you think that it'll just be outlawed, period? This is what me being a part of the pro-gun, pro-Second Amendment, pro-self-defense, pro-firearms education crowd gotta address. It's not gun control, people. It's disarmament. That final step of what gun control and gun violence is stepping towards. Disarmament. Now, during the various videos that I'm going to be doing concerning the subject matter of disarmament, we're going to be going around the Biden administration and the ATF. We're going to be talking on countries that their citizens have no arms, no firearms, or countries that outlawed firearms and the consequences that happened and things of the sort, because we gotta understand that disarmament is an act of tyranny. A government telling its citizens that they can't own guns is an act of tyranny because the government don't trust its citizens with guns. That's what it is. But if that same government is not putting into laws firearms education, if that same government is not putting into laws firearms awareness, firearms safety, or promoting self-defense by giving every gun owner or first-time gun owner a firearms education voucher, or just give vouchers, firearms education vouchers to everybody who buys a firearm. Whatever time you buy a firearm, every time you buy a firearm, you should be able to get a firearms education voucher, which grants you a class, whoever you want to be taught by, on firearms education. There's the solution to the problem. There's a final solution to this problem. But if your solution is just maintaining the status quo, your solution is promoting disarmament. Question to all my viewers right now. Do you think gun control leads to disarmament? Do you think that gun control will lead to disarmament? Do you think that these laws restricting what gun you can have or what modification that you can put on your firearm, will all those laws eventually lead to the outlaw of all firearms? Why? Why not? With that being said, check me out, y'all, on Facebook, Alonzo Reed, Instagram, The Original Geek Nerd Villain, TikTok, Original Geek Nerd Villain, Discord, The Original Geek Nerd Villain, and Twitter, Boss Chief Papa. You like the video, you like my channel, you know what to do. Every other channel does it. I don't need to tell you what to do. If you like my channel, do what you gotta do to keep on liking my channel, to keep on seeing my content, to keep on promoting me and my content, getting this content better and better with every single video that I post and publish. Thank you for listening, y'all. I'll see y'all on the next video, episode 1 of the Death Before Disarmament Forum. Peace out, y'all.